What's up, guys? I'm here to talk about Ubisoft's E3 press conference for 2012. This one was my favorite. It had all the games that I like, and let's get to it. So let's start with the good. And this was a very different kind of good. It's not a game or anything. It's actually the host. The host is Aisha Tyler. She's an actress and apparently a gamer, and she is probably one of the best that's ever been at E3 that I can remember. I remember Joel McHale from, I think, 2 years ago. And then they had Mr. Caffeine last year, I think, who was crazy. But she was definitely one of those grab it by the horns kind of woman. She was very cool. There were some other things that I didn't like about her, but she was just a breath of fresh air, really. I mean, you have all these boring executives talking about games and stuff. I mean, they connect on a business level. They don't connect to the people who are watching, who are journalists and hardcore gamers streaming it online. This Aisha Tyler girl, she did a really good job, and I would love to see her again. I doubt it, since Ubisoft's been pretty good about getting a new host each year. So I liked it. And let's get to, well, okay, never mind. Let's not get to the games yet. The next thing also has to do with women. If you're a guy, maybe you like this a lot. If you saw it in the Far Cry 3 trailer, or even the Just Dance girls at the beginning, you might have seen a lot of breasts, right? A lot of boobs, right? And if you like them, then that was probably a high point for you. It was for me. I'm not gonna lie that it's arousing to look at a good rack, I guess. But it was a good part, and I'd say that's one of the good things, right? I mean, girls, let's let's be honest, right? Aisha Tyler even said this. Girls even like boobs. I mean, they're awesome. They're pretty awesome. If you go to a website like Reddit, it's cats and boobs. So, I mean, that's what the internet's about, right? Gamers, internet, that's all they like. Okay, so now to the games, the good stuff, right? We got Far Cry 3. This had a nice trailer and I believe some gameplay, and this looked really good. It's coming out in September, I think. It's a pretty early game for the fall or late summer season, and it looked really good. It had multiplayer, it has a map editor, it has a story based around like insanity. It's really crazy, pun intended, I guess. Yeah, it's really crazy and looks good. Graphics are fantastic. Gameplay looks good. The multiplayer looks great. I mean, maybe not Halo quality, but good. It's really good. Next, we got Assassin's Creed 3. This was nothing particularly special compared to the Sony, what was it, the boat, where you get to control the boat. It wasn't anything special like that. It was just, snow gameplay, assassination, stuff like that. Climbing rocks, I think, was in there. You can climb rocks, trees, of course. You could kill, what was it? It was an elk or something, an elk or a deer. So it's showing the animals in the gameplay. Good stuff. Tomahawk, hidden blade, switchblade, all that stuff. And then the last good thing, which was the best thing in my opinion, the best of the whole show, was Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs was the surprise of E3. I mean, no one was expecting this. No one heard any rumors about it. I had not heard anything. It's a new IP by Ubisoft. It's an open world, kind of a thriller game. So kind of mix up, let's see, Heavy Rain and Grand Theft Auto. Heavy Rain, Grand Theft Auto, and then you have elements of kind of control and power over a city, right? So not like SimCity, but like you can actually control the nuances of the city, such as a stoplight. You can cause a car crash at a stoplight. There's gun gameplay, so that's good. The graphics look so good that I personally do not believe this is a current generation game. I think if you watch the gameplay, and it was on PC, it was not on Xbox 360 or PS3. If you saw the gameplay, and I can link to it in the description, it looked next generation, right? It was really good. I think it'll be, Xbox 720 or PS4 gameplay, maybe Wii U. I mean, but it would be a downgraded port. But Ubisoft hasn't said anything about what platform it's on. It just lends more to the fact that maybe it's not on a 360 or PS3. So that's what I think. That's what a lot of people think. The fact that Ubisoft just won't tell us is pretty good indicator of that. And it's a 2013 game, and that's when all the next generation consoles are supposed to come out. The Wii U coming out this year. That's my cat, sorry. And that's all the good stuff. And then the bad stuff, there's not much. Just one thing that I was kind of disappointed on was no Zombie U gameplay. They talked about it. They showed a trailer, I think, but no gameplay. No Wii U swiping or whatever, or menus, nothing like that. So I was disappointed at the most by that lack of gameplay. It would have been cool to see if it was like similar to Left 4 Dead or Call of Duty Nazi Zombies. I'm guessing it's more Left 4 Dead kind of type gameplay, and that's fantastic. It's a good game. So now we're going to go to the ugly, and this was really, well, there were two uglies. As I said earlier, Aisha Tyler. There was one thing that I didn't like, and I didn't necessarily not like it. It's just she said it so much that it was almost comically unlikable or comically stupid. Because repetition is humorous in comedy. That's people repeat themselves, and it's funnier every time. So she was saying "girlwood" a lot. She was very horny. Okay, I would not be surprised if she. Okay, never mind. I won't go there. She said "girlwood" a lot to indicate the fact that she was attracted to a game. Pretty much, mostly a game, gameplay, whatever. And so it's a word she made up. Maybe it didn't affect you, it didn't annoy you or anything. But some people might think that was a really bad point. But she said it a lot. She said it like 4 or 5 times, which is a lot, more than you think. And then the next, which is pretty much universally thought as a pretty bad thing, or pretty ugly thing from this press conference, was Toby or Tobuscus from YouTube. He came in and did like the backstage reporting kind of thing, and he just looked very awkward, out of place, not in a YouTube video. He was live in front of 500 journalists who play lots of video games, and he looked like a guy that belongs in a YouTube video, and solidarity and lots of editing and video recording, not live streaming, to people all over the world on, I don't know, YouTube. I watched it on YouTube Live. And so that's all the ugly. That was a pretty ugly, very ugly. It was an atrocious ugly. But that does not detract from the overall greatness of Ubisoft's press conference, and for that I give them, how do I do it? An A, no, not an A plus, A minus. Give them an A minus. Tons of good games, lots of good surprises. They also had Rayman. I don't remember the name of it, but that was really good on the Wii U. That was actually probably one of the better Wii U games that I've seen. It looked really good. It was a good example of the asynchronous gameplay that Nintendo's been talking about, and so that was good to look at. I suggest you check out gameplay, trailer, whatever. So that's it for this one, and then the last last press conference is EA, so that'll be the next video. So I'll see you guys next time.